Hey, this is Pat, and today we're checking out the all-new Merlin Carter D3O riding shirt. Now, the Merlin Carter might be one of my favorite riding shirts to come out in the past few months just because it is a full stretch twill all the way throughout with DuPont Kevlar, with D3O Ghost, and with a CE AA abrasion rating, all for the $350 price point. So I think this speaks to a lot of riders out there. I'm looking at everybody out there commuting. If you're riding around the city or just going out for nice rides and you want it to look casual, all your gear, I think this might be a great option for you. Spurgeon on my left is actually wearing the green colorway. I'm a fan of the camel light brown. I think it has a nice khaki look. But before I get too long-winded, let's talk about the overall fit. I have old short stack Spurgeon on my left. He is 6'3", 220 pounds with a 44-inch chest, currently wearing a size extra large, which is true to the sizing chart and fits him spot on. And keep in mind, not only does it have D3O Ghost at the shoulder as well as the elbow, it comes with the back protector included. So the fit right out of the box should be the fit you should expect while you're out there riding. So again, fits true to size, reference that size chart, take your measurements, and you should be all set. I mentioned it before, but I'll say it again. Comes in at $350. Sizing ranges from small up to 4 extra large and is available in those 3 colorways. But let's talk about the overall features of the jacket. Again, I mentioned it's a 4-way stretch twill cotton main construction that is CE AA certified for abrasion resistance, but just for good measure, Merlin has added DuPont Kevlar in the key abrasion zones as well, but you're getting that 4-way stretch all the way throughout. Up at the collar, you do have a single snap collar right across there, and then it's actually a worker style shirt collar, so you have some snaps to hold down those flaps just so they're not flapping in the wind and hitting your neck or anything like that. Coming down the shoulder, a little bit of pre-curve to the overall shoulder design, but I like how they're doing it. I like that the stretch kind of helps it for any riding position out there. And as I mentioned before, you are getting that CE level 1 D3O Ghost at the shoulder, the elbow, as well as the back. Again, pretty sleek pre-curve running down there, and you do have a snap, 2-position snap closure at the cuff. So we're keeping it really clean. No branding, no overall logos throughout. Really the only branding with this jacket is gonna be at the snaps. And I dig that because it's not something you really notice. You just get the Merlin logo surrounding each of the snaps. Looking at the chest and working our way down, you have 2 different pockets up at the upper chest. You have a top loading pocket as well as a snap closure. Snaps over a YKK zipper on the front, and I do like that they've actually hidden the lower snap down below, right next to the 2 top loading cargo pockets at the base. And even you can see how much it's stretching. That's gonna be the main construction. Again, really comfortable jacket, something Spurgeon's really trying to push his way through, but he's not able to. If you can go ahead and turn to the side for me and put your arms up in the riding position, really clean side, but what I wanna point out is these bellows up here, or this gusset, excuse me, up here at the shoulder blade. Combine that with that 4-way stretch. It's gonna be really comfortable whether you're riding on a cafe bike or you have something with a little bit farther out bars. It's gonna be comfortable regardless. That same stretch twill material running down the sides, and no adjuster, which I would have maybe liked to see, just a little bit to pull in some excess should you have it. Go ahead and turn to the back for me, Spurgeon. Really clean back design. Again, I mentioned it on the shoulders and I mentioned it at the sleeves. No branding down the entire back. I really dig that Merlin is putting their own branding aside to give you something that just blends in and looks like an everyday riding shirt. Should you have to ride to work, you can pop the armor out and wear this all day, and I don't think anybody else would be any wiser. Running down the back, you do have a little bit of a drop seat, but again, no seams, no vents, no anything. This is a really clean cut, aimed at, I'd say moderate riding temperatures. Overly hot, it might be a little on the hotter side, and overly cold, you might feel some of that cold, but I think it's great for spring, fall, and those lighter summer days. You can spin around to the front for me and go ahead and open up, and let's show them the interior of it. Remember, no additional liners, it's just that DuPont Kevlar at the shoulder and the elbows, and the interior is just gonna be a nice mesh material to help flow some air, and you do get a Napoleon pocket on the left as well as a belt loop and short connection zipper on the back, should you be trying to match these up to a riding pair of jeans or a Merlin set of pants as well. You can go ahead and snap that up for me. But there you have it. The Merlin Carter riding shirt might be the best iteration of a riding shirt we've seen this year in 2024. And I like what Merlin's doing with the full stretch chassis, CE AA, adding the ghost protector in the back as well as the shoulder and the elbows. Again, all coming in for that $350 price point. I think they've done a great job with this particular riding shirt. But if you have any other questions, click that info button. That's going to take you over to the product page where you can read other rider reviews and see what other riders are saying about the Carter. And if you still have questions after that, or if you have questions on sizing, feel free to reach out to our customer service team. They're all riders, happy to help you get set up for your next ride. I want to thank you for joining Spurgeon and I and checking out the Merlin Carter D3O riding shirt. I'm Pat, and I'll see you in the next video.